Throughout the development process, I've been experimenting with different puzzles and mechanics to keep the gameplay fresh and engaging. I wanted to create a game that challenges the players to think creatively and strategically while also immersing them in a rich and atmospheric world. And in this devlog video, I'm excited to share some of my latest progress with you. So get ready to step into the darkness. The first thing which we're going to be talking about in this devlog is the new draft corridor mechanic. What this basically means is that when the player has a collision with a certain object that is represented by these art particle effects that you see on the screen, his torch is going to go down faster. This in change making the game a little bit more complex and opening the game up to some new puzzle opportunities. The game felt off when you were playing and you were losing your torch in the UI, but in the game it looked like it was still up bright as ever. To counter this, we added a new feature which makes the player lose intensity and range in the torch when the percentage of the torch goes below certain thresholds. This will help make the game feel a little bit more alive and also in picking up cloth to regain light for your torch. Now we are going to actually have more indication other than the UI. While working on this feature, however, I realized I was feeling kind of slow in moving around the map. So, I booted up Asseprite and I started working on something that will help fix this issue. Of course, I'm talking about a turkey leg. While, in retrospect, eating a whole turkey leg when wanting a speed boost might not be the most accurate use of it, it is of course a game after all. After that, I actually added the turkey leg into the game and changed its size to something a little bit more appropriate for my 16 by 16 pixel world. I found that 0.4 scale on the X and Y axis usually works best for me. But then of course, I had to actually make the turkey leg do something. So, I made a new script, called it PowerUP, and began writing some simple code for the turkey, stealing some of the code from the cloth object. All was fine, the only problem being that the user would have the speed boost forever and no indication as to what is actually happening. So I started working on a visual indicator for this, in the form of a green arrow that will represent the user getting this boost. After working out the code a bit more and adding a duration to it and a timer, everything worked fine. But of course, I wanted it to be a little bit more sexy, so I changed up the position of the text and green arrow boost to better fit the screen. So, considering everything was going well, I decided to add footsteps to make the game feel more like a game and not just a compilation of code and mechanics. This does sound very good, if I might say so. Expanding on some previous ideas I had, I decided to add some coins to the game. This came out pretty ugly, but keep in mind that I am not a professional artist and this is actually my first pixel art project in which I myself am actually doing the art. After making this Tomb Raider looking coin, I added it to the game, and the game changed its scale to fit my game. But another problem appeared. The coin actually had no functionality, something which needed to change very fast. only 17.3% of the people watching my last video were actually subscribed. I'm not saying anything, I'm simply stating a fact. In the real world, I also got something done. I received my new mouse, which I had to get because my previous one's middle mouse button was not working anymore. Coming back to the game, I added the coin system by making a function that whenever the player picks up a coin, his mycoins variable will update to his current coins plus 1. As you can see, this works fine, but I also added some more UI elements in order for the player to visually see this. In the next devlog, we are going to be implementing a shop system, similar to those you see in Hades or The Binding of Isaac. And also, expect the Steam page to be up soon. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, stay clear of the darkness.